The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Gail in Tampa. Hey, Gail, what's going on?
Hey, love your program. You're amazing.
How long have you been listening?
Oh, my gosh. Well, off and on for about maybe, 6 to 7 years.
Oh.
I mean, just on the radio. Didn't understand the TV. And then I go out to Seattle once a year. We have a trading club out there.
Okay.
And then he started talking in class about your book, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the guy that I listened to in Florida. And then I started watching your TV live, and it's just amazing. I need to become a tigress.
Well, you're already a tigress. See, you've been out there 6 years. See, once you check in to TFNN, you can't check out. It's like Hotel California. It's pretty sick, I know.
No, it's great. And I have some gold I want to try to get over to you, and then I want to buy some coins for my grandkids. So I appreciate what you're doing. I think it's amazing. You're just really amazing. Thank you very much.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what? Through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow down 71, NASDAQ off 15, S&P's off 6, gold contract down $22, trading at $1,662 an ounce. Silver off 54 cents at $32.07 an ounce. Platinum down $17 at $1,636 an ounce. Copper down 7.5 pennies at $3.80 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1.78 at $105.55 a barrel. Bonds down 4 ticks at 138.06. Dollar index up 6 ticks at 79.28. The euro is trading at 133 and the yen is at 82.82. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have out here? Okay, so you come back $7. We did 800 million shares. The 800 million going into the 700 million. Bottom line, you're going to need a lot more volume than 800 million on the way down. We hit 1397. You closed at 1405. The S&Ps are still in the higher range. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What you have with the Dow Industrials. Dow closed down 71. Bottom line, that's also in the higher range. In order to get it into the lower range, the Dow has to get inside 13,005. Composite. NASDAQ Composite. The volume expanded in the composite also. We did with the composite, we did 1.7 versus 1.5. Composite also, though, is still in the higher range. We're at 3104. Composite has to get back inside 3087. Russell 2000. Now, if we go take a look at the Russell 2000, this is what you have. If we take a look at the IWM first. IWM tucks into the bottom range, rejects it. That would be 83.22. We closed out at 83.32. It popped the last about 10 minutes of the market out here. If we go over, we actually take a look at the actual indice, the Russell 2000 itself. What you have with the Russell is that we are at 834.45, and the lower mark there is 833.02. I suspect what you'll see, we'll get a little follow-through coming into it tomorrow. Yes, you absolutely have window dressing going on, but the way that this is shaking out right now, what you have is this. The oil sector coming downtown. Gold sector already came downtown. Material sector coming downtown. Those are basically leading the market downtown. Now, financials are up. They're up pretty good. But when I start putting it together, what you're going to see is that you're going to see more selling as the week goes on, just the inverse of window dressing. And I suspect what you'll have inside the professional arena where the money managers are, there could be a little whipsaw going on. And what I mean specifically about a whipsaw is this. You have the end of the month and end of the quarter. The reality, if the money managers were in the market, the reality would be that, you know what, there's been enough made in 3 months for a year. When that happens, folks, what tends to happen is this, is that someone starts getting out first. So picture what the risk is. Their risk right now is downside risk. The reason I'm saying that is that, okay, so if they're up 14, 15%, is that good for the year? Well, if you're flat, that's great. If it pulls back, that's even better. If it doubles up and goes up 30%, the client's going to say, why weren't you in the marketplace? What are the odds of that? I think the odds are pretty slim of that. You know, so that is something that the market's going to be facing in the next 3 or 4 days. If we go over and we take a look at let's go to King Dollar next, okay? We take a look at King Dollar. We're going to go to Asia, folks, because Asia got absolutely toasted and roasted last night. King Dollar out here today went down to 79, rejected lower price again, did 27,000 contracts, had a price spread out here between 79.05 and the 79.51. She's building cars. She's going to need more juice, though, to get into higher price. Gold contract, what we have with gold is this. Gold came down hard. Gold is basically saying flat out it's going to go after. Well, first off, gold is in a weekly ABC structure on the way down. Now what it has is that it very well has a daily ABC structure on the way down. Volume start expanded again today. We did 181,000 contracts. It's going to go after the B point, which has 176,000 contracts. That B point on the daily on gold is 1627. Both the weekly and the daily are adding up to about 1550. Yeah, so bottom line is that when you have a multiple ABC structure inside any index, meaning now we have a daily and a weekly, that puts a lot more strength into it. Let's go over to the energy sector. We'll take a look at the XLE. What the XLE did out here today, folks, is this. XLE went into the swing point of 71.15, did 15 million shares versus 20 million. That's going to need a little more juice into that area. If we go look at Oxy, OXY, Occidental, OXY. Occidental came down hard. Now, Oxy is going to do a big ABC down. We broke the B point today, broke it with volume. That B point was $95, 3.5 million. We did 5.9, and that's a big ABC down. Well, it's 106 to, yeah, it's $11. 106, yeah, it's $11. $11 brings you down to 87 bucks. 87's you get going. 87 ends up being the lows of December 16th. What is sticking out like a sore thumb, however, in all the energy, well, the gold, the energy sector, is October 4th. That October 4th number, folks, is a very large downdraft. Has volume down at those levels, and that's where this market looks to me that it wants to go. Meaning, as the sector goes down there, you're going to see a lot more destruction in the marketplace. Bonds out here today. What we did with bonds is this. Bonds are building strength. Now, they end up flat. They had a high out there of 138.27, low of 137.23, closed out at the 138, gave up some price here, and so this is what we had. We went with 307,000 contracts. That's building good cause. And what I suspect you're going to have is this, is that it's going to take more cause in order to get into the 139 price point. That 139 price point, folks, is a big price point. The reason being is that price point there will get it in the larger, the higher range. Now, We've been talking about Freeport-McMoRan. Well, bottom line, blows out the B point today, blows it out with volume. This is a monster ABC down. And if you want to see how cause gets built, folks, this is a beauty, particularly because we've been following, we've been listening the last few days. Your A point on this is $48. Your B point is 37, so it's a monster. You're talking $11. Your C point is 40. You're talking about a $28, and you're at 37 right now. Blows out the B point today, does 30 million shares, takes away the 21 million, and the ABC structures. What you also have here, folks, is consistency. You have consistency inside the materials, inside the golds, inside the oil and gas sector, doing ABC structures on the way down. Once ABCs start firing off, baby, let me tell you something. It's pretty intense, okay? So it's something you want to pay attention to. And right now, they're firing off on the downside. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.